All right, folks, welcome back to another installment of our health and wellness series. This week, I want to focus on something that's a little bit more personal challenge for myself, and that's hydration. So some of you might know that Chris Schlickert and I are working on a summer plan to run to the river. So we're going to do about 14 miles on Saturday, August 7th as a way to do some fundraising for special projects around camp. And because of all the training involved, I recognize that I need to work on how much water and caffeine and sugar I take in on a daily basis. So we're going to look at a little bit of that this week, and hopefully it's a challenge that you all feel like you can jump in on and see if you can do better hydration. All right, so when we're talking hydration, we've got to think about the particular liquids that we're consuming. So I'd say that it's probably a big five. So there's milk, which is pretty common. Most people for breakfast, maybe with dinner. All right, so I love to put milk on my cereal, and I try to do 2% or lighter. I love whole milk, but I try to cut back. All right, and then there's juices, of course, so your apples and oranges and whatever else you like to do. The fresher, the better. The stuff that's got less added sugar is going to be great for you. All right, and then there's the three that I probably struggle with the most. All right, so I love some soda, particularly I'm a Mountain Dew guy. I also really enjoy a cup of coffee, especially on a summer morning to get me going during camp. And then maybe in the afternoon, this might be filled with tea for me, depending on what else is going on. But the one that I really got to work on and focus on is just doing my water. So I think most of us as kids were told that we should be drinking 8 glasses of water a day. There are people out there who are smarter than I am and study this stuff, and they say what you should really do is take your weight, for me about 185, divide that in half, so we're going to say 92, and then do that in ounces. So I should be drinking 92 ounces of water a day. Average cup is 8 ounces, so I'm looking at probably like 11 and a half cups of water a day, and I know I don't get anywhere near that. And then you have to factor in that when you drink something with caffeine and sugar, you're actually taking away a little bit from yourself. So you have to recognize that 20 ounces of soda is not 20 ounces of water. That sugar and that caffeine is going to drain some from your body, and then you've got to factor in how much sweating are you doing. And let me tell you, when you go out at 7 o'clock in the morning and it's already 80 degrees and 88% humidity, I am burning through water like nothing else, which means I got to do a better job of replacing it. So one of the tricks I've picked up from my wife in terms of working on my hydration is to use my phone and my smartwatch to set reminders for myself. So every hour, every 45 minutes, depending on what I'm doing, it's going to go off and it's going to say, hey, time to get your cup of water. All right? So while a regular cup is great, what I really like is anything that's got measurements on it. So I can see exactly how many ounces I've done, how many I've got to go. So if I do 10, 8 ounces, I know I've got another cup and a half or so that I've got to get through later in the day. And those reminders from my electronics are a great way to keep me on top of it. All right, folks, so there you have it. That's going to be our challenge for this week, is to be working on our hydration. All right, so remember, take your weight, cut it in half, do that in ounces every day. And if you need to set reminders or something for yourself, that works. It also might just be good to invite a friend into the same challenge and see if you can compete against each other to see who can keep the longest streak going of hitting their amount every single day. All right, good luck, and we'll see you next week.